Hello and welcome once again to our family workshop. Now in this video we are sharing the process that we use to finish our scroll sawing and woodworking projects. Finishing is an essential part of the process and can be the difference in raising or lowering the quality of your work. So from the outset we recommend Fiddy's shellac. This is a shellac that we've worked with for many years, and the reason that it's the shellac of our choice is because it gives the wood a more natural finish. But again, this is subjective, that's our opinion. You may have different ideas, you may have a different process. Fantastic. Stick with what you feel works best. To get started then, we get our shellac, and the first thing you have to do is to mix the bottle. So we shake the bottle of shellac to make sure that the two parts of it are well mixed together. We get a pot, we use an old honey pot, and we pour our shellac into the pot. Before you get started with doing your shellacking, other ideas that we stick to, we soak the brushes that we use in methylated spirits. This is the thinner for shellac sanding sealer, so soak the brushes that you use in the methylated spirits. Prepare the area that you're working in, so we put newspaper down because the finishing can be a little bit of a messy process. We also have finishing boards, as you can see, splashes of stain and shellac over them. It is a messy process at times. Make sure you've got the walls protected. I also then use an apron, as does Dad. Protect your clothes, protecting yourself from that shellac. We put an apron on before we start doing the shellacking. The method then that we use, we put a little dab of shellac onto the brush itself, and we apply it to the wood in the direction that the grain is running. So if you've got a vertical grain, as we normally do, you want to be applying the shellac in a vertical direction, up and down on the woods. So a method that we use then is to use that smaller brush to get all of the detail first of all. So to get all of that shellac in and around on the inside of the project that you're working on. We then use the larger brush to cover the faces and the sides of the project. If you've got no internal cuts, simple project, then you just apply the shellac all over the faces. Once you've done your first coat, get yourself some sandpaper, some finishing sandpaper, and rub the project down. You don't want to rub too hard because we don't want to completely take all of the shellac off. What we want to do is to take off the roughness. So when you put that shellac on, it raises the grain and you get a roughness in the finish. So you take that rough edge off. When you do your hand sanding, we recommend that you rub down in the direction of the grain. If you don't, this can cause little scratches and blemishes and produce an inferior finish. Another consideration then, where you can, on the faces, so front and back, you can use the sandpaper and block, making sure that it doesn't follow then the contours of your hand. A lot of the projects that we are doing though, they're rounded off and they're shaped, so we have to sand it by hand without a block. It's just a necessary thing that we have to do. So where you can, use the sandpaper and block in the direction of the grain, but if you can't, if it's a rounded area, you're just going to have to do it by hand to take that roughness off the finish. Once the rubbing down is completed, we then proceed with adding a second coat of shellac sanding sealer. So again, we're applying this in the direction of the grain and we're building up that second layer of shellac. What you will notice then is once that second layer has been applied, the finish will be slightly more refined than when you added your first layer. So you're adding layers to refine the finish. We recommend adding 3 layers of shellac sanding sealer, but just remember there's no rules. If you want to add more layers, that's absolutely fine. You're refining the finish as you go. If you want to add less layers, if you're satisfied with less less layers with the results that you get, that is your decision. But for us, we like the finish that we get from those 3 coats of shellac sanding sealer. It's also worth noting then, we are a family business, and so the more time we spend finishing on a product, that is then time that we're not doing something else. Once that second coat has been applied, we rub the project down using a finishing sandpaper and a block on the faces where possible, and we proceed with adding our 3rd coat of shellac sanding sealer. The 3rd coat, you should notice a significant improvement from when we were adding our 1st coat of shellac sanding sealer. With some of these projects, you might notice that we're applying the shellac in a horizontal form, and that is because that is the direction the grain is running in. So when you are applying your finish, it's always worth checking the direction that that grain is running in to get the maximum results from the work you are putting into your finishing. So now we've added our 3 coats of shellac sanding sealer. In more recent times, we've started adding an additional finish to refine our process ever so slightly. What we do, we get some linseed oil in a jar and we dab our brush into the linseed oil. We then have a tub of beeswax, courtesy of my eldest brother who is a beekeeper, and we dab the brush on that and rub it onto whatever product you are finishing. The reason that we use oil mixed with beeswax is if you use the beeswax straight onto the product, this can cause an issue because the beeswax can clog up the detail. So to avoid that happening, we use the oil to make the beeswax more liquid and to give us a finer finish. So it just makes the beeswax a little bit more liquid form, and that results in it being able to be rubbed onto the wood and then rubbed off using a cloth. So it's just another step that you can use for refining your finish. Dab that brush into the oil, onto then the beeswax, rub it onto the product, and that will refine your finish. Another consideration, we also use stains, especially on some of the darker woods, because some of the dark woods are popular. The mahoganies, they take stain well, so you can consider applying stain in your finishing process. Let's go through that process. You add 3 coats of shellac sanding sealer, rub it down in between each coat, and then afterwards, you apply a finishing layer of linseed oil mixed with beeswax. If you add stain to the process, you stain, shellac, rub down, stain, shellac, rub down, stain, shellac, and add linseed oil and beeswax. Another important consideration when working with shellac sanding sealer is allowing the shellac sufficient time to harden off in between each coat. This depends on your climate and your conditions that you're working in. For ourselves, we wait a minimum of half an hour in between each coat for the shellac to fully harden off. It's quicker than working in, say, for instance, varnish, but it is an important part of the process. So don't be too keen in starting rubbing down. Let that shellac harden off before you start your hand sanding. Let us know if you have any questions about the process in the comment section. If you're new here and you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. And as always, thank you again for watching.